These 6 drag racing moments will open your eyes to the dangers on the drag strip, giving frozen cold chills. Number 6. The NHRA Midwest Nationals in St. Louis, Missouri always promises thrills and excitement, but no one could have predicted the heart-stopping moment that was about to unfold. As the race roared to life, Jason Grima, the celebrated 2013 Australian Pro Stock champion, was all set to take on the challenge. But as his car sped along, it danced and wavered, betraying the control of even such an experienced driver. That's when this happened.
And a big hard right-hand turn for Jason Grima. Hard right-hand turn into the wall.
Suddenly, his car shot towards the left wall, attempting to regain its course before taking a wild right turn. The scene that followed seemed to come straight from an action movie. The car skidded, slamming into a wall, and in a heart-stopping moment, began sliding on its roof down the very heart of the racetrack. Flames and smoke erupted from the car, painting a grim picture. And then, from amidst the smoke and fire, emerged Jason Grima. Against all odds, he was out, standing, and alive from the moment that could have been much, much worse. Number 5. As engines roared and tires screeched at the Summit Racing Equipment NHRA Southern Nationals, all eyes were on Matco Tool's top fuel driver, Antron Brown. Renowned for his prowess and control, Antron charged towards the finish line with unmatched determination. But in an unforeseen twist, his engine erupted, causing this shocking scene to unfold.
Give me the girls. Wow, kaboom! Oh, an Antron. Big time crash top into the racetrack.
A massive explosion lit up the track, turning his machine into a fireball. The sheer force of the explosion and the dramatic visuals left spectators in shock. Yet, as the smoke cleared, a figure emerged from the scene. Antron Brown, undeterred and undefeated by the explosion, walked away without a scratch from the moment that could have ended far worse than it did. Number 4. The glittering lights of Vegas are not just reserved for its casinos and nightlife. The racetrack too has its share of high stakes, where drivers bet everything on speed, skill, and a bit of luck. As cars zoomed and the audience's anticipation grew, driver Doug Gordon was at the center stage, pushing the limits. In an intense twist of events, Doug's car suddenly lost control.
Across the track, left side on his lid, Doug Gordon sliding, body comes off.
It veered violently, smashing into the wall, but the drama didn't end there. The sheer force sent the car flipping onto its roof, a sight no one would wish upon any racer. The seconds that followed felt like eternity as the car eerily slid before, almost as if by some miracle, it righted itself, settling back on all 4 wheels. Silence took over the track, but not for long. From the wreckage, Doug Gordon emerged unharmed, walking away from what could have been a catastrophic event. Number 3. At an event called the Heartland Nats, a stage where adrenaline flows as rapidly as the cars themselves, everyone's eyes were on racer Jeremy Ray, the man behind the wheel of the Carolina Kingpin, a 1963 C2 Corvette that had seen many races, but was about to witness its most unforgettable one yet. Suddenly, things took a wild turn.
Going to Erica Enders. Oh, Jeremy Ray on his lid.
Jeremy's car began to wobble and then tipped on its side. Sliding out of control, it smashed into a big wall, then astonishingly flipped back onto its wheels, just narrowly missing the other vehicle. A silence fell. Everyone was worried. But then, a huge relief. Jeremy stepped out unhurt. The car was a mess, but he was okay. The cheers that followed were of relief and support from the moment that could have had a grimmer ending. Number 2. At the Pomona racetrack in California, excitement was in the air. Fred Hanssen, all the way from Norway, was ready to race. But as his car sped down the track, something went horribly wrong. Suddenly, Hanssen's car swerved out of control, crashing into the wall with a heart-stopping impact. It skidded dramatically before coming to rest on its side, creating a haunting image on the track. But as the dust settled and the initial shock faded, a sight that left everyone in awe, Hanssen climbing out of his vehicle entirely on his own. There he was, standing tall, alert, and responsive amidst the chaos. Number 1. At the Bandimere Speedway in Denver, a racing ground filled with countless stories of speed, skill, and spine-tingling moments, driver Kenny Delco was back on this track after an almost 3-decade break, ready to make his mark during the final qualifying session of the Dodge Mile High NHRA Nationals. As his Chevy Camaro sped down the track, something went very wrong.
Kenny Delco goes 6.9. Whoa! Kenny Delco passed the finish line.
The car hit a wall and rolled over, not once, but several times. The whole place went silent. People's eyes were glued to the track, waiting for a signal from him. And then, like a scene from a movie, Kenny Delco managed to step out of the car. The cheers were deafening for a moment that could have ended far, far worse. If these drag racing moments got your heart racing, these F1 moments will make your blood run very cold.